From ABC News, I'm Doug Limerick. The House has joined the Senate in approving tougher legislation to discourage gays from joining the U.S. military. It says homosexuality poses an unacceptable risk to morale. Here's ABC's Vic Ratner.
This is tougher than the president's don't ask, don't tell proposal. It's almost don't ask, and if you do tell, you can be thrown out of the military. And like the Senate, the House wrote this language into the legislation, so it can't be changed anytime the president wants.
ABC's Vic Ratner. It appears the White House will go along with the congressional policy on gays in the military. The Senate's refused to lift a 17-year-old ban on federally financed abortions for poor women. Earlier during debate, Democratic Senator Carol Moseley Braun argued in favor of getting rid of the ban.
Our obligation is not to substitute our judgment for the judgment of any individual poor woman regarding the very personal decision whether or not to bear a child.
But on the other side, Republican Senator Orrin Hatch of Utah is doing away with the so-called Hyde Amendment, allowing the use of Medicaid money for abortions would cost the government plenty.
The result of repealing the Hyde Amendment would be immediate taxpayer funding of more than 400,000 abortions per year.
In the end, the Senate vote 59-40 to continue the ban on federally funded abortions for poor women. First Lady Hillary Clinton spending a lot of time on Capitol Hill trying to get members of Congress to support health care reform. Today, she testified before the House Ways and Means Committee.
I'm here as a mother, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a woman. I'm here as an American citizen, concerned about the health of her family and the health of her nation.
Mrs. Clinton said Americans can no longer wait for health care reform, that now is the time to take action. You're listening to ABC News.
Managing your business trip, presented by Kinko's Copy Centers.
My plane didn't get in till 10 o'clock.
That late? What about our presentation? We made changes after you left.
Jim faxed them to me.
Where?
At our branch office, I made the changes there.
20 copies?
All collated, spiral bound.
Color charts?
Done.
Wait, we don't have a branch office.
Sure we do.
Kinko's, your branch office, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Over 600 locations nationwide. For the Kinko's near you, call 1-800-743-COPY.
You take a bite of a Quaker caramel corn cake, and your first reaction is, whoa, this is good. So you take another bite. As you check out the package, freshly popped corn, real caramel flavor, and still fat-free and 50 calories a serving. And as that incredible caramel corn taste melts in your mouth, you feel very satisfied. Quaker caramel corn cakes. It's all about taste.
Closing arguments now underway in the trial of two men charged with the beating of trucker Reginald Denny during the L.A. riots. Could go to the jury tomorrow. In New York, the jury's been chosen to hear the World Trade Center bombing case. Opening arguments may start Thursday. If you have cable TV, has your bill gone up or down since new regulations went into effect the first of this month? Well, a congressional panel is holding hearings on how cable rates have been affected by the new rules. Here's ABC's Bill Greenwood.
When Congress voted to regulate the nation's 11,000 cable television systems, subscribers were led to believe they'd see a drop in prices. And while some rates have declined, Congress has been deluged with complaints of higher prices. Many House Republicans said, "I told you so," and blamed Democrats for overriding President Bush's veto of the cable TV law. But the Federal Communications Commission isn't sure the cable regulations are not working and is now surveying the cable operators to learn what subscribers really are paying. Bill Greenwood, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
The Supreme Court's agreed to decide whether the government can make cable TV systems devote about a third of their channels to local broadcast stations. And a Dutch farmer is using Tabasco sauce on pigeons. No, he's not eating them. He sprayed Tabasco sauce on his crops to keep the pigeons away, and it worked. Birds get a whiff of the peppery sauce and take off. Wall Street, the Dow Industrials closed down 2 points at 35.66. This is ABC News.
Wednesdays this fall. Meet Grace. Now that she's divorced, dating has become a real test.
Do you own a belt buckle bigger than my head?
No.
Do you move your lips while you read stop signs?
No.
This could work.
Brett Butler stars in Grace Under Fire, a new comedy from the producers of Cosby and Roseanne. Tomorrow at 9:30, 8:30 Central, right after Home Improvement on ABC TV. Grace may be under fire,
but I can take the heat.
For the ABC Information Network,
I'm Doug Limerick.
Plan to trade in the old car for a new one? Or turn your home's equity into a college education? Or borrow for a new home? See your friends at Steuben Trust Company, professional community bankers whose speedy service and competitive rates can turn your dreams into reality. For checking, savings, and CDs too, you've got a friend in Steuben. Steuben Trust Company, an equal housing lender. Steuben Trust, your community bank. Member FDIC.
And I'm Jonathan Moore, continuing with news on WLEA. Allegheny County has followed many counties in the state by voting to extend the additional 1% sales tax for another 2 years. Steuben County lawmakers yesterday also voted to extend the additional sales tax. Both counties have an 8% sales tax. An Almond woman's condition has been upgraded to fair following a motor vehicle accident over the weekend near Corney. 78-year-old Vernie Miles was taken to Arnett Ogden Medical Center after she traveled in the wrong direction on Route 17 and struck a dump truck head-on. The driver of the truck was not injured. It's a show of support, one county for another. Steuben County lawmakers have approved a resolution supporting a lawsuit brought by Monroe and Nassau counties against the state, charging that state-mandated expenses such as support for Medicaid are against the state constitution. There could be a hiring flurry by the state correction system if Commissioner Thomas Coughlin has his way. He's submitted a plan to hire about 1,500 more staff by the end of 1994, bringing the system to its 1990 levels. Empire Blue Cross Blue Shield needs to clean up its act, according to a report ordered by Governor Cuomo and state lawmakers. The report, issued by a special state watchdog panel, says the insurance giant needs to make amends for extraordinarily poor management and push customers toward managed care. The 21-page report cited Empire past management practices that included keeping 2 sets of books that differed by $83 million. It's 8 minutes after 5 o'clock. The temperature is 47. Here's the weather outlook for this evening. Unseasonably cool with variable clouds and scattered showers, a low of 38. West winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. For tomorrow, Wednesday, unseasonably cool with variable clouds, a high near 50. For Thursday, cold with a chance of a shower, then partly cloudy, a high near 50. On Friday, cool with a mix of sun and clouds and a high near 60. And for Saturday, variable cloudiness, a chance of a shower, a high in the low or mid-60s. Right now it's 47.